welcome to the Real Andy of Beverly Hills show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beret Hills, and welcome to another day full of tea. It is Monday, and it is the beginning of a new week. So, what better way to start it by talking and recapping all the tea that happened last week? Yesterday, as we're doing every Sunday, we were doing a live recapping every single show that happened, during the week. And today we are recapping tea because girl, we live to gossip, okay? Like one of the things that I love the most is just talk a lot of shit about all of these people and all of the weird things that they keep doing, okay? And of course, we're gonna judge, okay? Because over here we listen and we judge, girl, okay? So welcome to everyone. I hope that you're having an amazing day. Before we start, well, don't forget to subscribe right now and hit that notification bell because over here we talk about Bravo every single day. Okay, so let's talk about this mess. We're gonna be talking about Real Housewives of Miami, Real Housewives of Orange County, Real Housewives of Beret Hills, the Valley, and a little bit of tea from the Real Housewife of Atlanta as well. All right. Okay, so let's just get into it, guys. Um, let's start talking a little bit about the Real Housewife of Miami. There has been a couple things happening this week. Let's start by Lisa Hawkton actually exposing the truth behind what happened in the band, the place where Stephanie destroyed her, okay? And she felt very humiliated. And now we are discovering that it was actually not Lisa's fault. No, it was production. Production made her seem like an asshole because we thought that she was being so disrespectful by making these girls wait 2 hours, 2 hours in a little van, okay? And now Lisa Hutchins came forward saying, no, 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 don't come at me saying all kind of that BS when I already told production that I was going to be late and that please leave without me and I will be there as soon as I can. Yes, and she has the receipts to prove it, okay? This is what Lisa posted. She says, I actually told everyone I was running way behind with notice and to go without me so they wouldn't be delayed. I feel bad they chose to wait, but I did offer that clearly and I have the message to prove it. Look, this is just production producing, okay? This is just production reading that text message and being like, I'm not gonna tell anyone anything because I'm gonna make these bitches be very, very upset, and very angry, and then going at each other, and then being like, oh, I didn't saw your message. Oh my god, you know what I mean? So you know what they're doing. You know what they are bringing. All right. So look, good for Lisa to clear up. This is how you need to use social media to your advantage, girl. Because at some point, we need to understand that reality TV, at the end of the day, it is produced and it is produced by people from Bravo or the production company, So sometimes we need to hear the truth, all right, before start judging everyone. And talking about judging everyone, one of the things that went out there T wise that really like had our heads like spinning like crazy was all of this tea about Stephanie Shoehead. Okay, no, is it Shoehead? Shoejet? I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but Stephanie, girl, the tea was so hot. I burned my tongue. Okay, like that tea kettle, whatever, exploded. Stained all the stove because I was like, "What is this, girl?" Someone from Reddit came out there and said the most vile, weird things about Stephanie. Basically saying that she was a mistress, that she was a crazy mistress, that she stole uh, um, her husband, first wife alive, and that they were stealing money from the family, and like a bunch of things, that they were having problems with the kids. That it was a very, very lengthy Reddit. I did a whole video about it. Go and look for it after you finish watching this. But the part, that everyone was like, "Oh my God," was they were saying that Stephanie allegedly used to be, you know, uh, the first wife assistant, and then she started sleeping with this guy, and that's how they end up being together, right? Well, Stephanie said, "Hold my beer, bitch. Hold my beer, because I am not gonna let a rando go out there defamating my name." Okay, and she did a Q&A, and she answered a bunch of these questions. So I'm gonna go through the whole Q&A. um, and it says, first one right there, is the rumor true? Were you his ex assistant? Stephanie responds and says, assistants? I have never even met the woman. Let's be clear. Rumors like that don't start from truth. They start from bitter people looking for attention. But I get it. When people can be part of the story, they try to rewrite it. Girl, the way I am thinking this was the ex-wife trying to come for Stephanie. Mm, 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 mm. Someone is about to get sued for defamation, bitch. Okay, and another question says, oh, this is the part that I love about Stephanie. She woke up and she chose violence. Okay, she clapped back so hard at the haters that I feel the haters are like in the ICU right now. Okay, someone said you slept your way up, and Stephanie responds and says, "If sleeping your way up worked, you be on top too. So what happened? Because by the looks of your profile, you slept yourself to the Walmart clearance aisle." Bitch, the shade. Okay. Another person says, how are you so confident if you aren't all that? And Stephanie responds and says, how am I confident? Probably because I am not you. Girl. In another one, someone says, I can't stand you, but I'm still hooked up on watching you. And then she says, it's okay. I'm noticing a pattern. All the unattractive people can't stand me, and all the pretty ones adore me. Try a little Botox. That maybe will help you. I don't know. Like, this is too wild. I don't think I have seen a housewife respond this way in a long time. Um, Someone says, are you gonna do season 8? She says, let's concentrate on season 7 and making sure it's the best season and most watched. I think the fans of the show should post more and make Real Housewives of Miami way more popular than it is. Agree, girl. Agree. In another one, she says, you dress horrible. And she says, I'd love to dress like you, but looking cheap on purpose isn't really my thing. No, 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 no. This is too good, okay? And another one, she says, what would you like to change in yourself if you are able to? She says, I'm a little too judgy, definitely hot temper, and I got an attitude. The good news, I never stay mad for long. I let it out, I sleep it off, and by the next day, I'm over it like never happened. Another person says, you are an idiot. She says, grammar is hard, so is being relevant. You are struggling with both. It's a spell you are. Girl, I love for the pettiness. I live for the pettiness. Okay, like this is, girl, I'm loving it, Stephanie. I'm so sorry. I'm waiting to see all of this come into our TVs. I want to see everyone pressed by her presence. Okay. Loving her. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think on the comments. And last but not least, oh, girl. You know how sometimes you just want to defend people and, make it nice, and then they are just making things worse? Girl, everyone had to talk about Martinez, Naftari, whatever her last name is, Navratilova tweet or exposed. Girl, this girl came out and say and reply, right, to someone says news egg donations are young woman aware of the risks, blah blah blah, and she says surrogacy is just wrong. Sometimes you cannot have it all. I'm already working here over time trying to explain people why Julia is the way she is, and now Martina is doing this shit. It's undefendable. I'm so sorry. I have never even think about attacking surrogacy. Like, to me, that's one of the most amazing things that we are able to do now. Okay. If I was a woman, girl, I am not getting pregnant. Like, I will be having surrogacy after surrogacy after surrogacy, bitch. I'm so sorry. I have many friends that have been pregnant. None of them has had a magical time of her life. Okay, that shit is hard. That shit is like, I'm like in awe of women's bodies and the ones who chose to get pregnant, because, girl, no. Okay. So, anyways, but not only for whoever decided to choose surrogacy, how many women and men now wants to have children and they just can't? And this is an amazing possibility to have a family. It is expensive AF because you need to have like $120,000 to do it. But, girl, and for her to say this is honestly disgusting. I don't even know. And I understand this is not Julia, this is Martina. So I'm not going to judge Julia for what Martina is saying. But this is horrible. Can you imagine what Andy Cohen is gonna feel and say about this? I hope that Andy calls this shit out at the reunion. And I wanna see her response. Not from Julia, from freaking Martina. You know? Can we have like a normal, regular lesbian couple? Like, our lesbians of Bravo has been so weird, from like them growing on Orange County, like freaking Jasmine on the Valley, which is crazy. And now we have Martina. Like, no, girl, where are the normal girls who are not crazy? Anyways, that happened. I don't know how people are going to. I mean, people are already reacting like horribly. Of course, they are canceling Martina. It's just bad all the way around. Okay. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below about that one. Now, let's move on and talk a little bit about the Real Housewives of Orange County, because this season already started. It is amazing and everyone is talking about it. Now, let's go into T wise what is going on. Okay, on one side, we have, of course, we start the week with Miss Shannon Bedor getting pulled over. Well, it actually happened in May, but for some reason, it was just discovered now. But she got pulled over again, not for drinking and driving, thank God, but she was pulled over because she was using a device while driving. Like, I'm guessing having a phone on her hand while driving. So it was not a mobile, how you say that, like a mobile violation. So literally, she only has to pay like $20, I think so, and then it's like $40 if you repeat it. But it's like, girl, if I am a public figure, already the world is, having feelings for me because I had a DUI, and I've gone around life trying to, like, right my wrongs when it comes to the DUI. Why would you put yourself again in a situation behind a wheel? Why? Why not just take a damn Uber? Just take a damn Uber, girl. Ubers everywhere. Like at this point, I don't think I will even like drive ever again. If I have the money, just take Ubers everywhere, you know? But anyways, that happened. Again, it has nothing to do with like the violations in itself or her, not parole, but like probation, you know, or anything like that. So she's going to be okay, like legal wise. But it's like, ugh, learn, okay? Now, we go into another piece of tea, which was basically there is this person going around, this source basically saying that Heather Dubrow is leaving the Real Housewives of Orange County after this season. That she's done with having to film. She actually lives here in Los Angeles. She does not live in Orange County. It is like a whole hustle having to go back and forward and while they're filming, you know, and I mean, I guess the work is like way too hard, you know, like oh my god, an hour and a half, you know, in a car every day, like how is that even possible? But anyways, also that she also completed her purpose in the show. That's what the source is saying. Okay, that she completed her purpose on the show and that she's ready to move on and do different things. I personally don't know how to feel about this. You know, I feel that I do like Heather Dubrow, um, but yeah, I mean we're moving. I mean next season will be season 20th, so I don't know how that like. I mean if I was Heather, I will stay because I feel like season 20 is like going to be like a big deal. But I don't know. You know, how do you guys feel about that? Do you think that Heather Dubrow should just like leave, right? Now, the same source is also saying that Katie Janella will be fired after this season is over because she's not talking to absolutely anyone and no one wants to film with her. I know for a fact that no one is talking to her as well. So, like, and I do like Katie. So, it's going to be, I think, honestly, Brow is going to be waiting to see how people react in general, you know, with everything. So let's wait and see, guys. Let's wait and see. Do you like to see Miss Heather Dubrow and Miss Katie Janela leaving the Real Housewives of Orange County? Let me know in the comments below. On another piece of tea from Orange County, Tamara Judge went on What Happens Live and decided to say that Shannon Bedor has extended her welcome way too much into the Real Housewives and that she is not offering everything new and that it is time to leave.
Leak some info.
Okay.
Tell us, who is one housewife you feel has overstayed her time on her show?
Oh, Shannon Bedor.
Oh.
I feel like it's the same thing every single season. There's no growth. Goodbye.
Okay. Okay.
So
what did you
glad
want
you
me to
got that
say?
off your chest, Tammy Sue.
Okay. Thank
To which I say, bitch, shut up. Okay, look, I like Tamara, and I will always respect Tamara for who she is. But Shannon Bedor is Shannon Bedor. Okay, you will not mess with our Shannon Bedor because she is actually like such a comedy relief. She is dramatic AF, and she is great for reality TV. And don't come here saying that she has not done anything because if we're gonna say talk about that, then you better fire a bunch of these ladies as well because it's not like their life are super entertaining from one season to another. Okay, they always have to be looking into like some kind of drama to be able to like create the show. You know what I mean? So no, not with Shannon. Not with Shannon. Shannon needs to stay here for more seasons. Um, Now, last but not least, I mean, talking about Shannon Bedor, Shannon Bedor also did an interview with Entertainment Tonight, basically letting us know that she and Katie Janela are done.
We do see a heated moment between you and Katie in the trailer where you say she's done something illegal. What did she do?
I may use the word criminal a few times, Bryce.
Criminal.
Yeah, well, and then I took that back.
Katie's like a silent assassin.
What you did is illegal.
Okay, Shannon, because it's all my fault.
We're done.
She left her grilled cheese.
I know you can't give away exactly what she did, but what
Well,
kind
you
of
know
line
what?
did she
Well,
cross?
I'd like to address in the trailer that when I walked away, she said she left her grilled cheese. Okay. Yeah, I did have a grilled cheese, and I went back and got another one.
You said this is my plate.
Yeah, you can have my plate. You know what? A boundary was crossed that literally blindsided me. And what happened, there's no good explanation. Katie is known for her, answers and explaining away everything. There's no positive way to explain away what happened between she and I. And
So it is something to do directly with you.
Directly with me, yes. And, it still shocks me. And it shocks me that somehow she can sit down when I have a plate of grilled cheese and think that we're gonna make it all better.
Fans are aware that she missed out on at least the final group trip. Do you see a place for her in this group moving forward? No.
Nope.
I didn't even have to finish the question.
No.
I have no idea what Katie did to these ladies. And we're going to find out. But it is bad. Shannon Bedor literally said what she did was, dare I say, even criminal, that it was super bad, that it was horrible, that she will not have her back, that she is done so with Katie, and that friendship was never a friendship, that Katie was supposedly being fake. I don't know. But if they fire anyone, I want Elizabeth Vargas back, please. Just bring Elizabeth Vargas back. I think it's very needed. And we need Vicky Gumbelson for season 20. I mean, it just needs to happen. Stop playing, Bravo. Stop playing. We need Vicky Gumbelson for season 20. Okay? All right, guys. So that's it when it comes to the Real Housewives of Orange County. Now, let's talk. I know that you guys love to talk about Beverly Hills, but I'm going to give you a little bit of time. Let's talk very quickly about the Valley. This week was very shocking, okay? Sheena Shea revealed that Brock cheated on her while she was pregnant with Summer. And that kind of let us all wow, what do you mean? How is this even possible? And why she did not say absolutely anything while the cameras were rolling on Vanderpump Rules? I believe that she was about to do it, and maybe a scandal happened, and a scandal becomes so big. And maybe I believe that if she will have stayed another season, she will have done it. Because the level of attention and opportunities that came to Ariana and even Tom Sandoval because of a scandal have been insane. You know what I mean? So I think that she had some kind of plan, and that plan did not work out. And now she's kind of fighting to get into the Valley, and she put everything out there. The whole story, it's super bad. It's hard. I did a whole video talking about it, like she did. I read the whole, because it's on her book, so I read the whole paragraph. Where she talk about it. It's very heartbreaking. I do have to applaud Sheena for going through all of that shit. Honestly, it was very, very, very hard. But yeah, that happened, and we were shook. Now, another thing that happened is Mr. Jason Caperna actually getting exposed by someone. Yes, you remember the rumor? The rumor that he and Janet are so pressed that he take his ring off when he goes to the bars to talk to other girls. Well, none other than Ariana Madix's brother came forward confirming the rumor, saying that he has seen with his own eyes Jason on a bar taking his ring off his finger to go and talk to random girls. No. Maybe this is why Janet has been going so hard against Danny and Nia to deflect all of the, attention from her marriage to another people that had nothing to do and nothing bad going on for them. And she decided to create a whole drama around it. Girl. Anyways, look, this is the kind of thing that I always said. Rumors, you should not believe them 100%, but they're always out there for a reason. This is why. Okay? Because you never know. And Jason, honestly, he has always given me shady vibes. Okay, he is a lawyer, and lawyers, lawyers are shady, and they know how to get away with murder. So now we know. Let's see what, and let's wait and see what Janet is going to do. But knowing Janet, deflection, deflection, deflection. Like for example, this Janet upload a video to her Instagram, I think yesterday or a couple days ago, with a friend, a cooking video. The video was full of negative comments. She went on, she deleted all the bad comments, only left positive comments, and then she turned off the comment section so nobody could say absolutely anything else. This is what Janet is trying to do. She is trying to gaslight us into believing that people actually like her when they don't. I mean, girl, the desperation for having love and clout is on another level when it comes to Janet and Caperna, And now her husband, I do believe that her husband will be found in some kind of scandal very, very, very soon. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think about that one. Okay. Now, I do have a little bit of tea about Atlanta because Brit Eddy confirmed today that she is officially leaving the Real Housewife of Atlanta for good. Like, she is done with the whole thing, and she's finally living. And this is her message. She says, as I close this chapter, I want to thank everyone who support me, my friends, my followers, my amazing team, and everyone who defended my name. I decided to walk away from something that no longer served me because I chose peace over destroying my mental. It's very easy to say what I should have done when most have not walked a day in my shoes. I choose me. And a lot of people can't say they choose themselves. I still have a lot of healing left to do, but you can't heal in the same place that made you sick. I don't owe anyone closure. I only owe myself to do what's best for me. My journey here is done. Great. Girl, I don't think anyone is asking you for any kind of closure. I don't think that we really care at this point. Like, just be gone. You never belong to the Real Housewife. So, bye bye. You will not be missed. Anyways, let's move on now to the Real Housewife of Beverly Hills because I know that that's the tea that you want to get. Now we start the week by these reports of like Erica Jane's new man, this guy that it's called Shrek, and like it's actually Heidi and Spencer's Pratt bodyguard, and all of that. It is so weird that they have not seen together ever since that paparazzi took that picture. Hmm, so curious, especially when someone was already saying that her real sugar daddy was about to get exposed. What is happening there? What is happening, girl? I don't know. Anyways, on another news, Ronald Richards just posted about Erica Jane's legal situation. This is what he has to say. Big update on the long awaited fraudulent conveyance trial against Erica Girardi. Here is what is hopefully the final joint report to set the now February 26th of 2026 trial against Erica Girardi. We file our fraudulent conveyance action 4 years ago tomorrow. What a ride it has been. Avoid, delay, and obfuscate has been the tactic of choice. We are here because Erica Jane is not paying her legal fees and Girardi is not settled. Erica is still married to Tom, and the conventional pressure of a trial and the cost do not face her. In this action, the trustee is seeking a money judgment to recover $1,000 million paid by Erica's husband law firm between 2008 and 2020 for expenses of AJ Global and Erica's charges on an American Express car. All of the payments at issue were accounted for on the Mr. Girardi's books and records as an intercompany debt due from AJ Global, which the trustee alleged is Erica's alter ego. The company has done nothing for years, and the Franchise Tax Board of California also found is not a real business. Wait, I got lost. Okay. Erica's defense is that Tom Girardi and Kissy basically booked this money to her company, and she had nothing to do with the characterizations of the book of the company. We agree with her on that. However, she was the beneficiary of all of those payments and gave nothing in return for them, and that is the essence of a fraudulent conveyance action. A copy of the entire report is below if you want to read it. You know that Ronald Richards is not gonna let this girl go. Press her. Press her, Ronald Richards, press her. We need to get to the truth. Am I right? Okay. Now, what else? We have reports of a new housewife. Yes, we have a new housewife coming into the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Her name is Amanda Francis. Okay. According to Boots on the Ground in Arizona, the Real Housewife of Beret Hills newbie is actually Amanda Francis and not Christine Blackman as previously was reported. Amanda, a self-described entrepreneur and financial empowerment expert, purchased Kyle Richards' Bel Air home in January of 2022 for $6.1 million. Just yesterday, sources told the U.S. Sun that Christine Blackman, a long best friend of Kyle Richards, was joining Bravo, but the Bravo hit. But it turned out the insiders got it wrong. It looks like our official season 15 cast is as follows: Kyle Richards, Dorit Kemsley, Erica Jane, Sultan Strack, Bosoma St. John, Rachel Soy, and Amanda, with Kathy Hilton and Jennifer Tilly, acting as friends of the show. And talking about Jennifer Tilly, girl, there was this rumor going around, and it was a stupid rumor. It was like very obvious that it was fake, but it started really gaining traction, and everyone was starting to talk about it. About Faye Resnick getting into a physical altercation with Jennifer Tilly, and how she had to be separated by producers because it was getting like dark. Well, um, Faye Resnick, said that of course it was fake, but now Jennifer Tilly reacted to it, and let me just read it over here. This is what she has to say. All right, she says, I usually don't respond to rumors, but this is I usually don't respond to rumors, but this is just plain silly. We have not filmed with Faye in we have not filmed with Faye Resty, and if we did, Faye is the sweetest person in the world. There will be no yelling. Also, I am not the kind of person to be shattering a glass. Glass is expensive. Look, I think it will take a lot, like a lot, to actually create a physical altercation on Beverly Hills. Like I don't think I could see it happening. I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below about that one. Denise Richards, she's getting divorced. She feels that she was blindsided. She doesn't understand what is going on. A source close to Denise is saying that it's bad, that she honestly feels like so manipulated and used by this Aaron guy, and I think it's going to be war. Honestly, I think it's going to be war. And last but not least, apparently there is another feud on Beverly Hills, which we are not that surprised, but is between Dorit Kemsley and Sutton Strack, and how Dorit is saying that Sutton will never be able to get a man and get married again. She's shading it and she's suggesting that no one will marry Sutton Strack ever again. Girl, can someone just like let it go? Let her go. Let her go. Like Dorit is so annoying. I just like I'm blown away when it comes to her. Anyways, that's what is going on. That was every single headline during this week. Make sure what you guys think in the comments below. How do you feel about every single one of them? I want to hear all your opinions about every single one of them. If you have to go back into the news so you can like rewatch it and leave your comment about what is going on, just do it, guys. Remember, you can send me as many messages as you can down there. So like, go crazy, guys. Anyways, thank you so much for watching me. You guys are amazing and beautiful. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can find me on TikTok as Real Andy BH. You can find me on Instagram as The Real Andy of Beverly Hills. You can find me on Reddit. You can find me on my personal accounts, Andy.Shademan or Destination Andy's World on TikTok. And if you speak Spanish and you want to get a tea from the pop culture streets in Spanish, go and subscribe to my YouTube in Spanish or my TikTok in Spanish called Real Andy Latin. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I love you very much. And I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.